witch has the power and it is witching hours, so you better off elsewhere tonight. Witch among us, and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Away, away, away. Just stay out of the woods, 'cause she's up to no good unless you're prepared for a fight. 'Cause the witch has the power and so you better off elsewhere tonight. Oh,
Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Off the Grill podcast. And this ain't just any other week. Not only are we like fucking almost 6 months into this revamped horse shit where I do the show when I say I'm going to do the show, but on top of that, this is also episode 100. Now, it's taken far too long to get here for a show that started in August of 2020. But we're here, and that's what matters. And I really don't feel comfortable taking very much credit for any of it. I mean, I'm not a guy that really should be on screen, you know. But the internet is a pesky bitch. And I am on screen, so that's fine. And I'm able to get my fucking sick, demented worldview out to the masses. Hopefully without getting fucking banned from this faggot site. I don't care. What happened to all that fucking, don't cuss before 10 minutes, fatso? That's out the window. But why not? It's episode 100, baby. I gotta thank you guys so much. Because while it's been glacial, there's certainly been growth here, both in all these stupid metric shit that I have to pay attention to. Really, the word is obsess. I obsess over. I don't pay attention to it. But if you people weren't watching, and giving me feedback and fucking around and really kind of keeping the show moving, this wouldn't have gotten fucking off the ground at all. So you guys forever will be fucking a part of this. I can't see any way around that. Like if I want to do a thing that's not this, then sure. But like this will be here. This is priority number one. Forever and always. I don't know. I had a topic that I was going to talk about, but kind of was rolling around my head come Thursday night. And over the weekend, shit changed, so I'm not terribly sure of what's going on, and I guess that's good. Actually, oh god, that'd be so fucking cool if I could pull that off. Damn it. But shit kind of changed. It got. First of all, this thing really got out of fucking hand as I was kind of watching it over the weekend, and I don't really know what to say. And I have. First off, I legitimately don't want to be sued. I have nothing, but I don't want to have to go through the horse shit. I don't want to falsely accuse anyone of anything anyway. But so there's that shit that I'm not nervous about because again, even if they sue me, I ain't get shit. Take the car that I owe money on. It's a pile of shit anyway. Go fuck yourself. So I kind of fucking backed off looking into it and trying to compile stuff just because I didn't want to do all that fucking work and then, come to find out, hey, shit changed or nope, it was all a joke. But so essentially I'm gonna try to fucking run from my phone here and pull shit up as need be. So there was I truly don't know how I came across it, but one way or another I did. And over Thursday, like I said, then the 18th, Jax DelOsso, I think she's a comedian. She, unfortunately, she was a comedian, who, as of a couple days ago, it's there's a shitload of tweets. She's apparently she was bipolar. You want to go through the manic shit, man. But basically, it's fuck. I also wish that I had figured out a great way to kind of frame all this shit because it's very confusing, and then it's, to me, it all comes off like a woman that is fucking terrified. So it's like an information dump. It's, this happened to me, this has been going on with me, and if you go back further, it's only fucking more and more tragic. She not too long, maybe a week or two's time in between. She's fucking. Not even. Let me see. She's talking about the abuse she suffered as a kid and all this shit. It's fucking tragic. No matter the case. But she talks about an ex that was fucking abusive and choked her to the point where she came down with Bell's. I don't know how the fuck do you say that. Are you stricken? You're stricken with Bell's palsy, whatever it is. It caused that to fucking act up, and that's. I feel like that you have to be choking a bitch pretty hard to fucking have her face droop. Though granted, I was not choked and it happened to me, so maybe it's really not that difficult. But there's that, and I really should have fucking had this stuff pulled up. She shows where she thinks she's being poisoned. She found a box that had a phone with her ex. This is all while she was with him. She's going through she found a box that he had that was locked or whatever, that was, or maybe it wasn't. I don't think it was a locking box, but it had a phone, an iPhone with a picture of her ex and his child with another woman, I believe. And then it had some other weird shit in it. It had a Kajaput oil, a bottle of some kind of oil, some lip balm, repairing sheet mask and renewal sheet mask, and then some email address and the fucking password for it. So I think she broke into the email, and it's a shit, I guess, for a restaurant he never worked for. So I'm assuming she's kind of trying to get, he's never worked at this place, so I don't know what this fucking, what this could be, but it's not as it seems kind of thing. I don't know. But but she talks about like at one point she alleged that he was poisoning her, and then I think they went in like I guess and like she was pregnant and miscarried, and there's a tweet and I can't find, probably wouldn't find it now if I tried, where she goes, he actually smiled when the doctor said that there was no heartbeat. um so again, like I get that like this woman like admittedly was bear with me on that. um like she was bipolar. I don't know if schizophrenic is in there, but and that those are definitely different things, so you have to kind of fucking keep that in mind. I fucking lost my train of thought as far as that. Like, so I guess what I'm saying is like she's got mental health issues. She had. I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm just, maybe I should just stop correcting myself because you get it. But so maybe like she's seeing shit that's not happening, or she's perceiving it differently, or whatever. I don't know, but like it's still fucking weird that this shit happens. So it's interesting nonetheless. But like there's a fucking, I will show you this one, even though it's fucking gonna look terrible. But like this is a picture of hair in the shower. And that was apparently a typical amount, you know, um, that was falling out. And so basically, like, she's kind of alleging that he poisoned her to kill the baby. All that shit. And then like as she's texting all this, like she's getting like DMs from like fucking bots and shit like that. And she's thinking it's internet traffickers. So like either she's just fucking crazy, or she's so like battered, mentally, physically, that I don't know who that is. That's strangers. They're coming to take me. They're coming to fucking do something shitty to me. Either way, concerning. At different points, she talks about an ex of her exes that just disappeared. And I think there were people found numbers and shit that were like the names matched up, and he would allege that he couldn't remember how to spell, didn't know, or couldn't remember how to spell his ex's last name, even though they lived together. Like not, it wasn't like, so we fucked around for a month. It's like, hi, we fucked, we were serious enough that we lived together, but I don't know her last name. I couldn't tell you. And like she's tagging the fucking New York FBI. She shows off his Cash App account, that like the cash tag thing is not, it's just some fucking like Indian name. Nadana da Parati. Maybe that's I don't know. That looks Indian to me. It could be Italian. That shouldn't be a thing. I get confused. But here we are. At one point, he tried to get her to drive her car to PA to have her back seat taken out, which is fucking creepy. There's also that, so that the phone that had the picture of the child, and so like the mother for that child haven't been seen, I guess, by anybody since 2019. And that was confirmed according to Jax, confirmed by his mother. This man's name is Chris Cortez, for whatever it's worth. I don't know if I said that. But so like all that shit, the kind of the cash tag thing, and just kind of these missing women, has kind of like fucking thrown her on the path of like, this dude's trafficking women, and just kind of, I mean, not for nothing, this woman was abused. I think she said she's on the spectrum. you know, like, and on some level, she's got the fucking the bipolar disorder. So, like, those are all, you know, fucking big targets for the traffickers. You know, unstable IRL, you know, support, beaten down, depressed, this, that, the other. So, like, there's certainly, you know, breadcrumbs to something like that. I guess there's, you know, it's not like, based on the information provided, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility by any stretch. There, she also fucking found this guy Jairo Garcia. I think that's how you say it. It's Jairo, whatever. But he's a rapist. Sexual abuse in the first, sexual contact with individual less than 11 years old. And this man works with her ex at the restaurant in New York City. Chris is this man's superior. And she tweets fucking someone's in my yard not long after that text. I don't remember the times exactly, but I do kind of remember that fucking update coming through. But like she shows a picture, but it's like within a tweet, so it would look incredibly small here. I'm not going to bother. But I don't know. She talks about like the different gaslighting things he would do and shit like that. And like, so her last tweet, the last thing she ever tweeted, my ID has gone missing. It's over for me. And then people tried to get a hold of her, couldn't get a hold of her. You know, this, that, you know, tweeting on there, you know, cake horns and things of that nature. But a couple days later, I believe Saturday it came out that she had passed. So that's as far as I'm gonna go into it. I've got some fucking feelings and shit. Maybe on the Patreon if well, I guess I should, because there's like a statement from the family, so to speak, which immediately kind of fucking struck me odd, but we'll be quiet. So Aaliyah Janine, who was like basically a wrangler for porn stars back in the day, and I guess is kind of fucking parlayed that into a comedy career, which is tragic because he's not funny. Where is it? So, where are we at? Okay. So, from Jax's family, please stop attacking and filing reports against Chris. She has been found and more information will be given. A little later, update from Jax's family. They wanted everyone to know that Jax DelOsso has passed away. They are grateful for everyone who reached out. More information will be given and a memorial will be set up. Please respect their privacy at this time. And then she goes into a tangent about people. Yeah, so she says, some of you people are clearly feeding off the drama, and that's pathetic. I will not be engaging with any random accounts, yada, yada, yada. With nothing better to do than sensationalize a woman's death because they so desperately need to be part of something. I mean, it's not fucking, like, I don't think that's fair to fucking say. Like, sure, in any situation, you're going to have people like that. But, like, a lot of people probably fucking watch this in real time. You know, a lot of, like, I truly can tell you, I don't know how I stumbled on it. You know, full disclosure, her profile picture on Twitter, or whatever the fuck you call it. It's a profile picture, blow me, her avatar. She does seem to have some rather large breasts for a small gal. Maybe that's what did it. Maybe that's what brought me in, but... Oh, Hoagie Boy! I found Hoagie Boy in the wild. Eric Nagel, former producer from O&A. but like it's not out of the realm of possibility for people that like, especially she had fucking a lot of followers. I don't know how many. 16,000 followers. So that's potentially 16.5 thousand people that could have seen any of these tweets and been fucking pulled in. People that knew her, liked her, supported her, whatever, and said, "Oh, all this fucking awful shit's happening." Like I don't have any interest in it other than it's fucking. It was like, holy shit, here's a lot of stuff. It's like there's shit wrong. Like how recently she was shit talking like her mother, like because a lot of it was her posting pictures of like Jax posting pictures of herself as a kid. Like imagine locking this little girl in a closet and calling her a whore, which separate from the abuse is like funny in that fucked up kind of way. Like that. Oh Jesus Christ! Do you really call her a whore? Oh my God. And like fucking imagine seeing this little girl and hitting her with a bag full of 9-volt batteries until her back is completely black. Shit like that being fucking aired out, and then all of a sudden, oh, the family is hoping that this, and like she talks about how her grandmother was like the only fucking member of her family that really cared and had left her money that someone, like I think her mother had found before the grandmother even had passed away and fucking just took away and spent and all that shit. Like, so like that really just leads me to believe that like why the fuck would you go to talk to the family? And then like even still like go fuck yourself about a GoFundMe or fucking anything like that for a memorial. Are you serious? Jax is fucking dead. And by fucking everything I know, her family was just full of piles of shit. And I guess the grandfather who's still alive has donated most of whatever money he had to Trump in 2020. Fuck, I don't know. But I don't know. Like it's all fishy, and like I get it. And also this fucking Aaliyah Janine goes on to say that like we weren't really that close. Let me see if I can find it. But like I'm not giving a dime to those fucking people. Like even if I was, I really don't fucking, I don't know. Like so yeah, she goes, I lost a really good friend today. We weren't best friends. We weren't really that close of friends, but she was the friend who would be there in a pinch. And she knew I would take my ass to bumfuck Brooklyn to check on her crazy ass. We weren't really that close of friends, but she was the one that I could make do stuff at the drop of a hat, or that I could use when it was fucking convenient for me. That's just how that reads. Maybe I'm off base. Yeah. It's only words on a screen. But we'll probably go ahead and fucking can that talk at this point and catch up with the chat and see what you guys are talking about. Shout out Dan Shine. Oh, my baby Billy Bean says this song gives me the tingles in my twinkle knowing that sexy baldness is coming. My lord. And it says steak sauce is most definitely gay he for fey he. No. Though, and I don't fucking even know what that's about. I don't understand this joke. I wasn't a part of it. And if I was supposed to be, I forgot. Thirdly, glad to see you, Dan. But if you're talking about Jeff Fahey, I know he's from fucking, what's it? Olean. Which is spelled like Orleans without the R and the S. But, which is just like a fucking, it's a shitty city that is essentially propped up by methamphetamines in the middle of nowhere. Western New York. Like, yeah, it's a shithole area. I don't know shit else about that dude. He's just fucking super close to where I grew up is where he was born. So it's just kind of like a, what do they call it? Like fucking, I don't know, just an oddity. More questions. We'll get to those. We'll get there. Dan says, congrats. Thank you. Billy says, I'll take credit for all the behind the scenes stuff. Well, who else would be able to take credit? I'm a one fella sweetie. I was laughing about this earlier. The Who Shot Steak Sauce storyline starts tonight. If I could fucking figure out a compelling way to pull that off, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Like, I just take a month off of the show and just have someone else do it every week. That could be cool. That's potentially very interesting. Just fucking put someone else on the show. Not me. Someone else does it all by themselves. But they do it the way I do it. And just, nope, I'm going to hope something comes to my mind so that I'm not just staring at the camera. Gypsy Warrior says, greetings and congratulations on 100 episodes, Sauce. Here's to 100 more. Let's hope, right? Dan says he doesn't think I've heard about this. Yeah, I don't know. I've not seen, like, it's been pretty self-contained. Like, I haven't seen it come back to my fucking timeline on Twitter. So it's pretty self-contained. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Are there enough people that know she was liable to spin some yarns and tell some fibs, or if it's just kind of that weird fucking thing where they're. But another fucking big, like, pretty important piece of that this scenario or whatever is that the that Chris guy's father is a pretty well connected upper echelon attorney in like the tri-county or tri-state area. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Billy says she's full of it. I'm fat as hell and regularly practice self-pleasure while strangling myself. I'm a bit forgetful, but no palsy. Gypsy says, holy crap, sounds like Ed Gein's goodie bag. Shut up! Cable Channel 11? Good to see you guys here. I'm assuming that's Jess Graham. Dad says, speaking of choking during sex, shout out Jess Graham. Oh, Orc 145 626 100 episodes. Wow. Jamie Hart in the chat. What's up, Jamie? Oh, Lord. Jennifer Lynn, what's going on? Billy says, oh, yeah, my hiney is a mess, but only for steak. Ah! What's happened to me? I've come out of focus. And I'm a visual representation of my brain. How did we fix this? We go to standard def. Is this fine? Should I just leave it like this? I don't know. It'll probably fucking blur from there too. Let's go to high def. I really should figure out why it does that and how to fix it. Lurk says steak's going to be 250 pounds and jacked soon. Nah. I can say this with fucking relative certainty. Even if I got down to 250, which ain't happening. But if I did, I still wouldn't be jacked because I do not like working out. I don't like lifting weights. So I would just have to fucking, luckily run into a couple 20, 30 cord of wood to stack. It's about the only way I think I could fucking get that going. Billy does potentially have a solution. He says, yeah, he's been using the penis pump a lot lately. Forearms like Popeye. Dan says spinach and boat bussy. Oh, Lord. Oh, he's just so small. Dan says, man, this sounds like an awful case. It sounds like something Matt Riddle is involved in. Jess is just jacking off in the comments. He's coming too. He's going to completion. Gypsy says this whole thing sounds fishy. And Gypsy says, you see, they reopened the Madeline McCann case. I haven't seen that, and I don't know who Madeline McCann is. I'm white. Oh, who is this dumb bitch? Portuguese? What is this? Oh, Madeline's a little girl. Okay. She's not a dumb bitch. I was looking at her mother. I thought it was some kind of mother thing. I don't know anything about this. Maybe I'll do a little. I can't turn this whole show into some fucking true crime thing. I'm just going to completely ape off Rainey's deal. I'll pass. But I look into that, though. It's interesting. That shit is interesting. I find it to be interesting as hell. Billy says, shit, my dad threw me by the hair and beat me with sauce pots and tire chains, and I turned out fine. Your ass turned out fine, baby boy. Oh, Lord. Oh, so they're searching a ravine in Portugal for this little girl, Gypsy says. He says, that whole case just stinks to me. I think her parents know more than they let on. That's the case oftentimes. Dan says, Off the Grill podcast warps all our minds. I kind of hope that that has happened a little bit. And I've made all of you a little more mean, a little more like fucking just ready to shit on someone just at the drop of a hat. Are you a fucking idiot? You know, just to keep that stupid fucking, you know, everyone takes a turn in the can fucking. Ooh, that's a double entendre. It, yeah, you know, I don't know, just fucking. I feel like if there's a little more blatant negativity, that's going to bring more actual positivity to the world. Just fucking, you got to be mean, because then, you know, everyone's just kind of fucking feeling like shit. So it's like, well, like, sorry, I couldn't possibly be mean to you anymore. Let's go have coffee. I'll buy this time. I don't know. Jamie said, "Phase from Olean, get the F out of here." I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't. I think he was just born here. I don't know if he moved away or here. I don't live anywhere near Olean. I mean, go ahead, go to Olean and look for it if you want. Like if I've done something to you that you feel deserves that, but you ain't gonna find me. So I don't know if he like moved away shortly after or grew up there or anything like that. I know the fact that he was born there and at some point stopped existing in that area. I'm sure that's available to someone if they wanted to look it up badly enough. Jay the Stingray in the chat. Hello. Hi, buddy. Billy asked if anyone else had a family member all the kids called Uncle Touchy. Dan says he was the freaking Lawnmower Man steak. Yeah, I've never seen that movie. I don't think I will. Jay says Maggie. Yes, that girl, the little baby, shot me. No, it wasn't Smithers at all. Damn their oily hides. Dan says Fox Pixar, Dominic's Flicks. He doesn't know I exist, first off. And the guy who shoved the vape pen up his ass, all suspects. Retro Cack in the house. What's up, buddy? Says you'll get Leno'd. I'll fucking. We almost kind of did a Leno thing already. I think I pushed the only difference is I am for sure more entertaining. Like wow, he's funny. Not, holy shit, look what this fat retard did. So I guess in that way I'm different than Jay Leno, but in the ousting a redhead aspect, I am just like Jay Leno. Billy says, get with me later, Steak. I've planned lots of disappearances in my head over the years. Oh, Lord. I might like to fucking hear about some of that. Just some ideas in case I needed. Billy says, my manliness is back. It's getting there. It's getting there. Gypsy says, R.I.P. Ray Stevenson, really cool actor who was underrated. Oh, I read about that a little earlier today. He was in like the Punisher sequel, right? Not the Thomas Jane? I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck that guy is. I've somehow burned it in my head, that name with the Punisher. So I hope I've done that correctly. On top of that, which I guess that sequel or whatever the fuck that movie actually is like a lot of Punisher fans consider that like the fucking, that's the one, and this Stevenson gentleman's portrayal of the character is pretty top notch. Nothing else that they rattled off in the article was anything that I recognized. So I don't know much about the fella. Good Jesus. Oh, good Jesus. Dan's telling me to start taking steroids. Dying breed. Mikey says, that's a crown and a steak. So I'm thinking he's calling me Lord Steak. It's good to see you, buddy. Where are we at? Just says baiting. There's ghosts. What? Dan Shine says John Walsh meets Sam Kinison. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's an interesting combo, but I really I hope you're not comparing me to Sam Kinison. I think I'm a little more subtle than that anyway. Oh, Cliff Booth in the house, asking a question everybody wants to know. When will Fairuza go missing? Hopefully soon. Some say she's been missing since Waterboy. I have a mute button now, so I could go ahead and do that, except I didn't hit the mute button. I had to turn these fucking faggot lights back on. But and hopefully none of that got picked up. Otherwise, I'm in big trouble. So I'll see, I guess, in 5 minutes when I come up with get to the rest of the comments. Gypsy says about the Madeleine McCann girl, it's really disturbing. She just vanished in 2007. I really think her parents are involved in it. Gypsy says, be mean to meanies and nice to nice people. That's my philosophy in life. Billy says, isn't Fairuza missing now? Haven't seen her except in my nightmares in years. She is a ghoul. Yeah, I like to be a little bit mean to everyone, though. Like, if you just, like, kind of slowly poison them with, that's bad taste. With fucking a little meanness all the time, you're going to bring their fucking, that niceness down just a touch so it's not so fucking saccharine. Orc says bad memes will be bad. Jamie says, F that. Going to Olean is like torture. Such a long and boring ride. Yeah. It's just nothing. It's like fucking busted down meth houses. And that's, just depressing. Billy says, I did rub out a few outdoor scenes in American History X. Yeah, like her body was nice then. So like I can see that. I think that face though has always been a non-starter for me. I don't know that the amount of gum when she opens her mouth. Gypsy says, what was the Simpsons episode where Mr. Burns is pushing the girl on the swing? That always cracked me up. I can't fucking, I don't know. That's not coming to mind, but God, shit. And everyone's telling me I got to watch Rome. Oh, there are some Cleopatra scenes that Gypsy is talking about. I might have to watch this. So is it just all white people, or are they like, did they at least kind of like spray tan them? Do they just talk like they're fucking? Another good question. Hi, we're in Rome. We're Romans. Welcome to our television show. Dan says Black Sails is another underrated show that came a bit later. But did that work, guys? Did that work? I hope that worked. Did you hear that fucking noise I made? Billy says, oh, it's mostly British. Hello. We are from Rome. We are Romans. We are. Why would we lie to you? Why would we lie to you, bruv? We're right Romans. That's it. Naturally. So, Dan, are you going to ask me this shit every week? Taking vacations is gay. The only manly thing to do is to fucking take a week off from work and sit at home and ignore your family. Hands down. I'm hoping to do that again sometime this summer. Next. Dan Sean asks, who would you choose as the ultimate celebrity presidential candidate next year? Well, since she is no longer the mayor of Chicago, that means she is no longer a politician, which in my mind makes her a celebrity because she is still notable. Lori Lightfoot would be my pick. I don't give a shit. I fucking hate America and 99% of Americans. I hate the rest of the world just as much. So let's put this fucking lunatic in office and see what we can fucking do. I'm over it, folks. I was supposed to die a year ago, and I didn't. So anything that happens from here on out is fucking just me getting my popcorn. I'm good to go. Whatever the fuck happens. World War 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck it. Let's go. Lori Lightfoot. But if that's not an answer you want, I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Sylvester Stallone's president next year. Book it. He's older than fucking... Is he older than both Trump and Biden? How old is Stallone? As you can probably tell, I am still just obsessed with the fucking Rocky movies. I don't know when that's going to fucking end, and it's starting to scare me. He's 76. How old's fucking Trump? 76. Biden. So Biden's what, 94? Is that what that means? Is he 80? He's not 80, is he? Jesus Christ. He's fucking... Why do we have an 80-year-old president? Why? You know what? Yeah, we can't do that, because that means next year they'll both be 77, so meaning before they're out of office, they will both be 81. So fuck Trump, fuck Stallone. We got to find a new one. That's not going to work for me. Well, Trump's been a president. He's was out of the running anyway, but fuck him. Just for another reason. Kluge Luger's dead. He'd be the only one that I'd waive that rule for. Christ almighty, I don't know. You know what? Brad Dourif. He can't be in his 70s yet. Hey, Siri, how old is Brad Dourif? I ain't looking it up.
Brad Dourif is 73 years
73, old. So even fucking... He could do one term, and he's my guy. We're going. Chucky voice or not, that's who I want. Yeah, and it is 100% because this is hanging out next to me. Boy. All right, let's check this back. We're Romans, isn't it? Beetlejuice? No. Gypsy says Artie Lang 2024. Jeez. Hey, if he's got his shit back together, why not? Billy says Lightfoot would get assassinated before the election. Yeah, that's probably right. And she'd probably deserve it. But yeah, well, Dan was right. A little younger than Biden, probably around Trump's age. Jennifer says sauce for president? Not yet. I got 4.5 years. It's not even that long. Christ. I didn't get a blowjob at the Oval Office. Well, that's what you're asking.
I didn't get a blowjob on the set.
I miss him. I love him. Not gonna work for me, bruv. Oh. Gypsy says, in a what-if scenario, what do you think the world would look like today had we gotten President Schwarzenegger back in 2008? Billy might be right, because he says California, but he might not be. California's a cesspool. It's full of fucking mentally ill, butthole-eyed retards. So that's funny. What's up, Ben Grimm? So it may have looked something like that, because I mean, obviously he had at least a small hand in fucking what that state was 20 years ago, and 15, 20 years ago. Like, I think he got elected governor in 2003, I believe. So it might just be an extension of that, or it might be that, if you're in office and like, so the makeup of the United States is much different than the makeup of just California. So I think maybe it wouldn't have been that bad. It wouldn't be any worse than the fucking last 4 years, or last 8 years, 6 years. He hasn't done 4 years yet. So whatever Biden's done plus Trump's 4, that's what I'm talking about. Oh shit! There we go. Let's get back in here. Dan says frumpy maids for all, Gypsy. Oh, that's Schwarzenegger. He's a fucking idiot. He might even be a king of the I don't know. How many of those have I hit? Can I say? I'm gonna say it. Arnold Schwarzenegger might be king of the retards. All due respect. He can lift a lot of weights. But where are we? Ben Grimm says oral is not sex. It's making out with genitals. That's nice. Billy Bean says he'll be president. He just needs help cleaning up some background discrepancies. Oh, brother. We had a reality show host and then a literal fucking dementia patient. We're not doing background checks. We're not doing fucking foreground checks. We ain't doing any kind of check. Except cashing those Social Security checks. Aha! Orc says, I know a bunch of people from Cali, Billy. You'd be surprised on the stuff they see every day. What's up? Let's talk for a minute. MJ. Good to see you, brother. And Billy says, now it's felony convictions, not charges, right? I think that's that has to be pointed out that, there's a distinction there, and it should be honored. Gypsy says, I love Arnold, but I'm curious, is he remembered well as a governor, or do people think he didn't do well? I honestly don't know. I mean, there's always fucking, like, so I was young. I was 11 when he was elected, and then, so I didn't give a fuck. Like, I had to read some bullshit, like, Weekly Reader fucking article, like, in social studies class in 6th grade about it. But, like, and it was, like, with the runoff or whatever. No, what the fuck was that? I can't remember what the fuck that's called. Where the only reason he got elected is they basically, like, the state pretty much said, hey, you can't be governor, so we need a new one, and all the crazy people can fucking apply. So I couldn't tell you one way or another how he's remembered it politically. I gotta think it was bad though, because I feel like I remember a point. I couldn't tell you when exactly, but I remember a point where kind of, fucking Arnold again. You know, he's in the news for this, that, or the other, and then fucking all of a sudden it was, oh, Arnold, we love all his movies and what a hero. And yeah, fucking actor, sure. That's great. It's good shit, but it was weird. I do remember seeing that kind of fucking. Maybe it's because all those Terminator movies sucked. Like they did. All of them have done fucking poor at the box office. I think since like all the turn of the century ones. Anyway, from what I remember, again, I'm not gonna look it up. I could very well be talking out my ass. But then we got the last question so far. Dan asks, who is the sole survivor of the zombie apocalypse out of the region free cast? So who the fuck is even on the show? I really don't even know. I think Jonathan's out right off the bat because he's going to be too high to fucking really comprehend what's going on. He's like, what? Babe, I thought this was your brother. Who is this? Ow! He bit me. And then he shoots that one, but zombie, so dead. Sam's in Texas. I assume that Sam has guns. So that's a good start. She's off well. She's got a very large husband. From what I know, I believe he's the one lighting the cigar in the opening. So not a fat large, just tall, which is good. Or bad. I don't know. Your back will hurt. I'm a tall man. My back doesn't hurt just because I'm fat. So, but, she's already, I assume, obviously, she's married, so that's automatically just another mouth to feed, but it's also another person to watch your back. She's got a good shot. Lauren always struck me as kind of a loner. I feel like he's very good with booby traps, anti-personality. Basically, he is the book that Nancy reads in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know why, but it's just it's just the impression that I get. So I think he'd do well as long as he could stay on home turf. Traveling, maybe not so well. I assume he doesn't like the sun much like I don't. So that could be an issue and really drain his strength. Dan, that hat's just going to make you a target for the other survivors. You're done. I am fat and large and don't really have any real urge to fight back, so I'm out. JT, I don't know anything about, but he's got a guitar, so he'll last for a small amount of time, but ultimately less time than Lauren or Sam. Christian did the music. We'll go ahead and rank him. Just out. He's not going to make it. Like, he's just going to do this fucking... He's just going to be like, the special effects look so... Ah! And he's going to scream like he did in the that fucking one chip challenge. God, I can't believe he did that. So, I guess I'm gonna fucking, unless I'm forgetting someone. I might be. I don't fucking know. I think Sam's gonna outlast everyone. I feel like those two together would be more capable of surviving um, than Lauren. You know, once you have to leave. Otherwise, it'd be both of them. Like if it's just at home turf, defend it. They both got it. I really couldn't pick. Hey, it's 2023. I'll pick the woman. Sam gets it. I'm not going to do that. They tie. Billy says Arnold ran as a Republican but didn't govern like one. And Gypsy says, I read a stat somewhere that Arnold killed more people as governor than he did in all his movies. Dan says he can big boot the zombies from a safe distance. Dan says Lauren lures the zombies into saw traps. Dan says his hat blends in with his surroundings. Nah. Mikey says Sam for the win. Billy says I looked up his term and only found 2 executions in 05. Then in 07 he shut down the new chamber they were building. Well, Billy shut down my gas chamber last week. That's disgusting.
Okay, faggot, what's next?
I really like that one. I shouldn't use it though. Because you never know what that's going to bring about this fucking day and age. Fucking, it smells like stale beer and bloody condoms. What the fuck is... I wish you guys could smell it.
The faggot of the opera.
All right, now we got that in. We didn't do it last week at all. And as we're wrapping up, I want to let you guys know that this coming Sunday, Sorry, I misspoke. This Wednesday, 9 p.m. in the East, May 24th, is the next watch along for patron members, if this fucking calendar will go away. It is Wrong Turn. They won by 1 single vote. That's why every vote fucking matters. For the 5 of you cocksuckers that didn't vote, please do so in the future if you'd like. Or don't. I don't give a shit. It's my money now. So join us Wednesday night for that. Over at patreon.com/offthegrill-podcast. Only $1 a month. Gets you fucking an extra hour of this show every week. It gets you voting privileges. You get suggestion privileges on which movies we vote for and then ultimately watch. And it's also just a nice thing to do. And I'm worthy of that. So please be like these folks. Christian Hanahara, Nick Ridza, Jay the Stingray, Daniel Shine, Lauren Dixon, Mr. Bombastic, Retro Cacta, Daily Ghost, Brian Trash, Ben Grimm, Jennifer Lynn, Slaughterport, and hey, isn't that Devon Graham? Because those folks are the best. You know. And I love them. Well, Gypsy goes, yes! I love Wrong Turn. Billy says, stale beer and a bloody rubber. Shit, did I leave underwear there again, Saucy? No. You don't bring underwear over to leave it. Stop pretending. Gypsy specialized in douche-coo. Yeah. I hate her fucking name. She is, I believe it's definitely her, right? I mean, let's take a gander at this broad again. Yeah, that's her. She's in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and she's fucking gorgeous. She's so cunty. I love it. I don't think I have anything left. I'm going to go hop on to the Patreon. So head on over there. I'm going to do another hour where I scream about a fucking shopping cart faggot I encountered. But other than that, I'm out of shit until next week, folks. Don't forget, Region Free, the 13th of every month. And until next time, take care of yourselves. And don't forget, Iris loves you.